we're excited to be here today. Wall covering, wallpaper, all of this stuff is such a hot trend in home decor. And we thought it would be fun to share with our viewers some of the latest trends, just general tips on selecting the right wall covering and so much more. So why don't we start with this? Because I know that sometimes when it comes to natural materials, that there are some considerations that we need to think about. And we've got some amazing grass cloth textured wall coverings right here.
Absolutely. This is my favorite collection. The thing with grass cloths is they do create a beautiful paneling effect, and a lot of people refer to that as seams, but for me there is nothing more beautiful than seeing that paneling.
So let's talk quickly about that. So the paneled effect is when you have multiple, we call it drops of the paper and the insulation,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Each panel may have like a shade variation because it's natural?
Well, with our product, we use the first year's growth of grass. Gives us the quality that takes the pigmentation very well, and as well as very consistent in fiber. We have some things that are with a little more saturation in color. And if we go down here as well, we'll see a couple more things that have some nice chunky knots.
These look a little bit more refined.
Correct. What happens with the Bermuda hemp is that the grass is bleached and the background is pigmented. So it gives you that very refined look with the grass standing out.
Absolutely. So I guess depending on the type of interior that you want to highlight, this is for that cleaner look, but because it's natural, still will have a paneled appearance, correct?
Yeah, you're going to see slight seams.
Especially with the natural collection, it's so interesting because it creates that depth and dimension. And it's very interesting that we don't have that with the seamless.
So over here, we have seamless.
Correct. So for those homeowners who do not like the paneling effect, we have our seamless collection, which is very much woven like a fabric.
These are still considered naturals, and because of that movement going vertically and horizontally, then you don't see the paneling effect.
So that keeps it from having that seam throughout each piece that's on the wall.
Absolutely.
So you give us all the good technical side of why it doesn't look like it has seams, and now we know. Basically, when you see this on a wall, it will look like one continuous look of this throughout. Before the break, we talked a little bit about all the different types of wall covering you have here, just a general overview, but I want to get into the good stuff because that is the specialty items that you offer.
Yeah.
So what have we got here?
So some of these are, again, they're our specialty collection. Artisans' hands have taken and recrafted them in some way. They are our higher end price points, but yet they are our iconic pieces.
And these are just when you want that special item, like for a wall that wows.
Absolutely. Over here, one of our great introductions is the Grove.
And what is great about this collection is that it has a milder background. It's like the birthday balloons, the silver birthday balloons that you see. So that forms the background.
Brings that shine,
Yes.
hints of shine.
Yes, if you feel it, sometimes if people look at it, they'll think it's a print, but it's actually dimensional.
Oh, wow. So Mike and Christine, we saw some beautiful specialty wall coverings, but sometimes there's certain areas of the home, perhaps it's a bathroom or more of a high traffic area, where we need something more durable.
Our vinyl collection definitely gives us that opportunity for a performance vinyl. And a lot of people are wanting performance materials in their homes for longevity, color fastness, things like that.
Now let's take a quick note about vinyl wall coverings versus the other types of materials. And now when it comes to the vinyl versus the specialty paper, price point, it varies greatly based on that type of thing as well.
Absolutely. Some of our other goods are, we like to refer to them as handmade. And then these are machine made. As you can see, here's a cork. We have our vinyl shiplap. So, you know, we saw a lot of wood veneers over there, and here we've done vinyl versions with them.
And I love that. It's such a fun, I mean, what a great variety of colors. And I think that one of the most exciting things about wall covering is that you could put a lot of things that look like other things on the wall. Like it looks like wood, but it's wallpaper. And then this looks like fabric.
Yeah.
And if you stand back, you can't even tell that it's a vinyl.
No.
So to the naked eye, you have to touch it.
Again, more of your men's suiting.
Yeah.
Loving the vinyl pinstripe, which is really great.
Real
Nice and-
classy.
Yeah, and great for a boys' room. You know,
Absolutely.
those kids are going to
So
tear that room up.
That's the thing. You want that durable paper, kids' rooms, hallways, bathrooms. I mean, just about anywhere. As a designer, I personally love a great vinyl wall covering because I know it's going to last,
Yeah.
and I'll never have to worry about it. we talked about a bunch of different types of wall covering, but when it comes to really personalizing your home or that one wall or that one room, I think some of these customizable and more digital prints really do the job, and you've got a lot here to show us.
The one great thing that we keep on going back to is the fact that we're bringing the outdoors in.
Absolutely.
We have several possibilities where we could do it in vinyl. The panels come in 11 feet high or 16 feet high, depending on the height of your ceiling.
So there is enough for those high ceilings. I feel like in the past, sometimes when you were thinking about doing certain types of murals, ceiling height always came into play, but 16 feet certainly gives you a lot to play with if you have high ceilings.
Let me show you one of my favorites.
All right, let's see what you got.
Let's see, right up here, we have mist. So one of the great things about this is this background actually started as a specialty item. This is one where we had the opportunity to make this into a vinyl, so we have this in our vinyl collection. And then now we've elevated it further with a digital print. We've had requests for people to remove the tree or even add some more trees.
Wow, so you guys here can really customize some of these murals.
Absolutely.
What about color?
We can definitely change color. We use a program called Pure Imagination where the possibilities are endless for design.
So if you have a sample, they're able to match from that, or how do you provide, how does it work?
A paint swatch, a Pantone colorway, even a textile.
You know, we think about art is a great way to add color to the home, but wall coverings can be art on your walls.
Absolutely.
Now, we're keeping in with the nature theme. I know you've got a lot of different types of prints and patterns and textures here, but I wanted to take a peek and I saw this little bit of green
this
popping
is one
out.
of your favorites.
Now, we're in South Florida. We love, you know, the palm leaves and all of that sort of tropical vibe.
Again, the digitals create that scene, if you will, and this creating a very tropical scene in these wonderful colors.
We talked a little bit about sort of all of the customizing with color. In this collection, you could do that as well?
Yes, we can do that also in a vinyl.
Nice.
And another point to add is that we call our ceilings the fifth wall. So why not wrap everything and go into the ceiling as well? Gives you that whole jungle look.
You have a lot of that here. I've seen a lot of great installations throughout the showroom, great examples of that. So it's not just about the walls. Think about the ceiling as well. You can wallpaper the whole house. I'm all for adding as much wallpaper as possible because it is such a great way to bring personality, to bring color, texture, pattern, and print into a room. We've talked a lot about wall covering and all of the different options, but I think now the fun part, the trends.
Yes.
All right, so natural look.
Naturals, yeah. So what we're seeing a lot, of course, are your grasses, and again, a chunky weave like this. We have another type of grass weave here. And then one of my favorites, this is very unique how it's dried water hyacinth.
Now, I want to just quickly stop you here because I'm seeing a lot of blues. Definitely sort of that feel of nature coming into the influence of home decor.
Yes, definitely a lot of naturals, a lot of blues, but a lot of combinations also with lighter colors.
Other things that we haven't really talked about too much are textiles. So this is from our denim collection and is a tie-dye, which
really is.
It really
like
is.
Like a denim.
Great
Very
for,
cool.
for a den or a boys' room. Really a lot of fun. Two of our specialty items. These are really incredible.
So pretty.
Tie-dye and tones, and these are made from washi paper that's dip dyed and hand applied.
And I think the easiest way to dress up any room is with wall coverings. Instantly changes because the installation is quick.
Yep.
So Christine, you got some more trends over there.
Yes, we have a great tool that a lot of our designers like, which are these fan decks. They're almost like the ones that they use with paint chips. So this is a great way to select some of the papers in the different rooms.
A couple other trends you have here. This is really interesting.
This is super excited about this. This is washi paper. It is made from abaca pulp, and abaca is from the banana plant. And so they take and make a mulch or a pulp out of it.
So this is interesting because you mentioned the backstory, and I think in a lot of your specialty wall coverings here, there's always a story.
Do you think this is going to match or line up? Or?
So from what we've learned so far, because this is a specialty paper, I would say that that's part of the beauty of it and that it will be sort of continuous, but it's not going to be seamless.
It's not going to be exact. Again, man's hand has created this, and but it's going to really showcase a handmade wall covering very well.
Thank you guys so much for sharing and welcoming us into your new showroom here in Hollywood.